welcome to another video. Today I want to share with you the 2 moves that I do every morning to wake me up, help build my posture, and help stretch me out. You don't need any props for these 2 exercises. So first off, I start off with a forward fold. I'll walk my feet wider than shoulder width distance apart. I bend my knees and slowly bring my hands to the ground. What I'm focusing on right here is a nice long spine. Can the top of my head draw closer to the ground? I also want to keep my knees bent. So even though I could touch my toes, I always just keep that bend to my knees so this warms up my legs and protects my low back and hamstrings. Take a nice breath in through your nose. Top of the head draws closer to the ground. As you exhale, can you bring your forehead closer to your heels? Feel this nice release to your neck. Now at this point, maybe you start to bend one knee and the other. Find a nice sway. You can lift one set of toes followed by the other. Maybe even start to lift your heels. If you're starting to feel more openness to your legs, go ahead and TP your fingers on the ground. Can you send your hips higher up to the ceiling? Again, a baby bend to the knees is encouraged. Breathing in through your nose, top of the head draws closer to the ground. Breathing out through your nose, can you bring your forehead closer to your shins? Nice job. One more count of breath. Inhale. Top of the head draws closer to the ground, and exhale, forehead draws closer to your heels. Beautiful job. Let's avoid that head rush. Go ahead and bend your knees. You can bring your hands to your thighs or hips. Slowly roll up one vertebra at a time, standing up nice and tall. Next up is my plank exercise. Start off by planting your hands to the ground. Step your feet towards the back. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Focus on a nice long spine. So top of the head draws closer to the front, heels to the back. Keep your head lifted in line with your shoulders. Take one more breath in, breathing into your ribs and belly. Now one more breath out. Lift your pelvic floor. Draw in at your belly, ribs, and chest. One more inhale right here. Top of the head draws closer to the front. Heels draw closer to the back. And exhale. Now lower onto your right forearm, followed by your left forearm. Really feel that connection from the tips of your fingers all the way up to your forearms. As I press my forearms down to the ground, I'm puffing my chest towards my shoulders. Hold this here. Breathing into 1, 2, release to 3. 2, 1. Now inhale, right hand, followed by the left hand, back to your high plank pose. Embrace that good shake. You are building heat in the core and finding bone density. As you exhale, right forearm touches down, followed by the left. Make sure the hips and shoulders are in one line. So if the hips start to sag at any point, you can always lower onto your knees. Keeping the eyes forward, inhale, right hand down, followed by the left hand. Ooh, nice little burn right here. Getting stronger in the upper body and core. Now as you exhale, lower onto your right forearm, followed by your left forearm. Embrace that good shake. You are here for 4, 3, last 2, and 1. Lower onto your knees. Knees can stay close or you can send them out wide. Let's go ahead and try this. Sweep your arms towards the back. You're gonna hover your head and chest away from the ground. Lace your fingers, palms touch. Breathing in here to 1, 2, and take an open mouth exhale. We gotta make our sides nice and even, so now find high plank pose. Hands touch onto the ground. This time, left hand is going to lead the exercise. Holding your high plank pose once more. Ground down in your index finger and thumbs. A little bend to the elbows is welcome. You want to make sure the joint stays safe. Breathing in here to 1, 2. Breathing out to 3, 2, 1. One more breath in. Fill up in your ribs and belly. As you exhale, lower onto your left forearm, followed by your right forearm. Actively press your forearms down. Tips of the fingers are gently nestled against the ground. Just make sure you're not over gripping with your hands. Hips and shoulders in one line. Neck stays nice and long. Breathing into your ribs and belly. Exhale, release to 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left hand presses down, followed by the right. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Again, if at any time your low back is sensitive, you can lower onto the knees. Now go ahead and exhale. Lower the left forearm down, followed by the right forearm. Embrace the shape. Actively press your forearms against the earth. Beautiful job. One more count. Inhale. Left hand high five the earth, followed by the right. Breathing into 1, 2. Hold for the exhale to 3, 2, 1. Lower onto the left forearm, followed by the right. Find that nice flat back. Breathing into 1, 2. Release to 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Lower onto your knees. You can send your knees out wide. Go ahead and fly your left arm to the back, followed by the right. Hover your head and heart away from the ground. You can lace your fingers, maybe palms touch. Think of it as punching your fingers closer to the back of the room. Maybe shake your head from side to side. Maybe nod your head up and down. Steady breath in through your nose to 1, 2, and take an open mouth. Exhale, sigh it out. So now that we've built the core strength and bone density in our plank pose, let's come back to our forward fold. See how different it may feel. Start off by planting your hands to the ground. You can be on your fingertips or palms. Can I walk my feet closer to my hands? Then I start to bring the top of my head closer to the ground. Steady breath in through your nose. Send it down to your ribs and belly. And take an open mouth exhale to release. Keeping a slight bend to your knees. Can the top of your head draw closer to the earth? Forehead closer to the shins. Feel that nice release to your neck. Now that we've warmed up the shoulders, it's time to fight gravity. Notice if your shoulders are just kind of hanging towards the ears. Let's go ahead and plug them down and away from the head. Again, you are welcome to come onto the tips of your fingers. Maybe right here you start to straighten your legs any amount. You can pedal out one leg and the other. Maybe bend both of your knees together. And then find that straight position as much as you would like. Steady breath in through your nose. Maybe you bend one knee or both knees. And then exhale. Can you send your hips higher up to the sky? Nice job. Maybe the palms high five the earth. Gauge how the knees and hamstrings feel. Make sure they feel safe. One more count of breath. Inhale, top of the head draws closer to the ground. Open mouth, exhale to release. Nice job. From here, bend your knees. Sit your hips closer to your heels. Hands to hips. Bend the elbows in towards each other. Rise one vertebra at a time. Keep a bend to your knees as you lift up. Head is the last thing to rise. So I can keep that slight bend to my knees. And then I'm standing up nice and tall. Can I keep plugging my shoulders down and away from my ears? Bring your hands to your heart center. Give yourself a round of applause. You guys are all set for the rest of your day, steady and strong. Thank you all so much for joining me in this morning warm up. If you guys have any questions or requests, please feel free to leave a comment below. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day, friends.